Hi guys, good evening. I'm late, or we are late. Well, anyway, thank you guys for watching another episode of Digital Business Daily. I'm your host. My name is Jonathan Francis. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada, and also doing this business at the same time. Also, uh, I'm also a coach and a mentor in this business. Thank you guys for watching. Anyway, there's only me today, so hopefully, some of my group members will come and jump in. Busy po kasi sila. All right, so I'm just gonna tackle some of this because it's more, it's very important po yung topic natin ngayon. Kasi this refers to, oh, I have a watcher. Hi, watcher. Comment down below. And let me see. I have someone who asked me, this relates to mindset, right? Employee mindset before versus entrepreneurial mindset. Um, they keep on asking me, or they keep telling me, why do I need to start a business? Am I if I have already a job, a career? So we will explain to. I'm gonna explain to you guys what's the why your pay is not the problem. It's the ceiling of your pay. So I'm gonna tackle that. um I'm gonna tackle that so we can how can I say it, we can expand para po maintindihan po natin why being an employee is not really wise if you don't have a business that's running in the background. Okay, so I'm gonna check my pointers here. Okay, so your pay is not the problem kasi a lot of people, that was me before as well, think they just need a bigger paycheck, a bigger sahod, a bigger sweldo, but the real issue is there's a limit to how much you can earn being an employee. Why? Because you guys agree with me, comment down below. um you can be the best at what you do. You can be the best nurse, you can be a best physician, best doctor in the world, but there is a ceiling of your pay, right? If you reach that ceiling, most uh, employees will not get a raise anymore. They get an extra paycheck or this and that. But when you hit that ceiling, that means you're done. There's a cap when it comes to your paycheck. But running a business, guys, it's cap less. So your income potential in this business can grow quickly, and and it can only grow as fast as you want, because if you're stuck on that employee mindset, you will question it. Think about that one. Okay, number 2 point. Um, why stability feels safe? We all know, until it doesn't, right? So people are saying, oh, why would I need a business if I have a stable job, a stable job? Okay, there. When think about it, that word stable, it does not exist. Okay, you can be the most, in your point of view, you can be the most valuable employee in your work. You can be the most experienced. You can be the most high paying personnel in there, but you you can only be stable until they need you, diba? If you think about it, there is a cheaper version of you out there. As a corporation, of course you need to save money in order to use that extra to relocate in within your business, diba? So in order for you to save that, you need to cut down those people who are more experienced. Kaya a few years ago, a good example is, those tech companies, major tech companies that is starting to lay off a lot of their employees. I'm not going to mention the companies, but they let go thousands and thousands of people, and those people, they thought, this is it. We have a stable career working for a big company, working for a big corporation, so we can retire from here. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. Some of them got laid off, and I don't know if they are actually working now. I don't know if they find something. So stable job doesn't exist until they don't need you anymore. So having a business, guys, that's gonna um, give you like a safety net. Running a business, especially building a legacy business, just like the one we are doing, it builds a stable income generating business. And of course, a real business doesn't really show the result the second day while you're doing it. It's like a real business, guys, a global business where you have to build it until you see the result. But if you are serious and passionate enough, the result will come as early as you want, diba? Okay, another pointer. You're not underpaid. Those employees who feels like, oh, I'm underpaid. You're just over controlled. What do I mean by that? I'm gonna look at my notes, guys. It's not always about money. It's about your schedule. It's about seniority. It's about approval for vacation, time off, etc., etc. Okay. When it comes to seniority, diba? If Do you guys notice though, some companies, I experienced this in my past working history. Those people who actually gets the holiday off are the same people that they always request because they are on top of the food chain. Some companies. Oh, hello, Monette, I think you need to join us already. I know what you're going through, but we are here for you. So think about it. Okay. So a lot of senior people, they're getting their um what do you call this? They always get away with something. That's the word I'm talking about. They always get away with something. They always get their way, right? So they always get their own vacation. If they want like a certain special holidays, they can get it because they're senior. So basically, you're not underpaid, guys. You're just missing the time that you're supposed to be enjoying with your loved ones, missing the milestones that you were supposed to be witnessing. These are the type of things of just depending solely on your work, right? Without a business to run, you're not building a legacy. You're building you're building someone else's dream, not yours, but maybe your boss's or whoever you're working for, right? So think about that. It's not all about, oh, I'm 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 not being appreciated. I'm not getting a lot from work. I should be valued more. Yeah, well, value your own self, value your own health, your mental state, value your own family, the time that you have with them, value everything that you own, that you can control. Because if you don't, guys, you're just helping someone else's and not you, right? Okay, another pointer. You don't need motivation. A lot of us, we may be listening to podcasts, we may be doing this, doing that, listening, following motivational speakers. I do that too, guys. But I apply what I learned on my business, in my life, with everything else. Most people aren't lazy, they're just tired. And motivational speakers, they're not the issue. But the real issue is you don't have control over your schedule, right? Okay. um there's a statement that I read. It says, Your job, your job, your work, your career might care about you. Okay, they might care about you, but it can't protect you. What do I mean by that? You can love your job. I love being a nurse, guys. You know that. For those of you who are following me, I love what I do. But the thing is, you can love your job and still be replaceable, right? That's just reality. This is not being negative, but we are replaceable. Like what I mentioned earlier, a company needs to save and recycle their earnings. So in order for them to do so, they need to cut down somewhere. So you might be replaceable, and unfortunately, even the high paying career out there, it's easy to be replaced. Okay, another one. Why? Another reason why your pay is not the problem. It's the ceiling. Is most people are not afraid to fail. Is that true? a lot of uh, a lot of people are asking about this business. A lot of how, and then when they find out the details of the business, they will quit. Why? And then they keep on, after they quit, they keep on scrolling somewhere else, and they're looking for the same thing over and over again. But the bad thing about that, it's right in front of you guys. It's right there. It's it's for you to grab the chances of you becoming a business owner, and that's the bottom line. And the bottom line also, running a digital business, running a real business, a traditional business, whatever it is, you need capital. You need to put down something in order to earn something, right? That's the law. Not the law, but that's the fact, right? In order for you to run a business, especially a global business, you need to put down you need to put down capital. And I can talk to you guys privately if you guys are interested. Okay. This one, I'm reading my notes. It says over here, most people are not afraid to fail. They're afraid to start over. Hmm. That's true though. Because pardon me, a lot of us already tried to start a business, many businesses, but we keep on starting over and over and over again, and that's the reason why we fail. Because it's not about failing, it's not about trying, but it's about being patient. Because it's human nature where, um if we start something, we already want to get results, right? We already want to earn, a lot. But the question is, are we doing the work? Are we doing our training? Are we connecting with people? Are we listening to our speakers weekly? Are we doing all of this? But if you think about it, if you don't do it, don't expect success, because success only comes for those who actually do the work, right? And it's not, I always use this analogy, it's not instant noodles where you, when you get hungry, you throw in the cup of noodles in the microwave, and then after that you have something to eat, and then uh, you feel full. But the thing is, do you really feel full, or do you savor the real food that you can consume? Like real food, home cooked meals, and all of that. And just like the business, in order for you to get like a beef stew, a a good example is, you have to cook it for hours, right? You have to simmer it, you have to tenderize the meat, blah blah blah. It takes time, just like in business, just like in school, just like in life. Instant success doesn't exist if you don't do the work. Some people's path is always different from another's. That means you cannot compare you always hear this, you always read about it when they say you cannot compare your day one or your chapter one to somebody else's chapter 20 or chapter 100. I used to do that, guys. I used to compare myself to others, blah, blah, blah. That was when I realized it's not helping me, it's not helping me grow. All the challenges that I go through in life, not just, in business, you're supposed to learn something from that. It's supposed to train you. It's supposed to make you better from before. But if you keep on just complaining and not learning from those challenges, you're not gonna grow. You're not gonna proceed. So you're just gonna be in cycle and cycle until you realize, okay, this is what I'm doing wrong, and then you can move forward, right? So enough of that. Another thing, why working more, a lot of us are, uh, we have, I when I started the business, guys, I had 2 to 3 jobs. Okay, so going back to the next point, why working more hours feels right, because we can provide for our loved ones, for our family, but it fixes nothing. Why? What do I mean by that? More hours at work feels productive. You get more pay. You get more experience, more comfort, knowing that you have more pay that week. But the thing is, it fixes nothing, because you still look at the long term. You're still missing out in life. You're missing out on your family's milestones. You're missing out on your chances to be, to just take care of yourself, to just sleep, get eat, eat well, rest, and just enjoy life. And if we are working too much without building a business on the side, we're going to be stuck. And being stuck, it's really bad. you know do you feel like after you hit that certain age, and then you look back and then think about, what do I have, what can I say that I built and I'm proud of it? Most of us who doesn't have any business that's running, probably none. You look at your savings. If you're close to retirement, you're going to tell yourself, oh wow, that's it. you know I'm not going to survive with this. So my point is, depending solely at your work, it's actually close to being poverty, or close to being poor. I know some of the most famous motivational speakers mention that. That means if you lose your source of revenue from those work, where are you going to get the funding to support your family? Who's going to pay for the food? Who's going to pay for the mortgage, the cars, your phone bills, all the bills, right? So if you don't depend solely on being an employee and start creating something, a business on the side, that's your long-term goal, you will be okay, right? Okay, next one is, if you're good at what you do, this might hit home. What do I mean by that? Okay, the better you are at what you do, the more the system relies on you, and the harder it is to step back. Okay, for example, if you're a nurse like myself, if you are good at taking care of your patients, if you're good at, um, just overall be, if you're good at what you do as a nurse, the system, the company will rely on you. Okay, the company will rely on you. You might get the higher pay, the higher recognition, if that's what you're looking for. But it is harder for you to step back, which means you will start to form your own comfort zone. So it goes back. So if you start being comfortable, you are not growing at that point. Why? Because if you are already good at what you do, your coworkers, your company will start to rely on you, like what I mentioned earlier, and that becomes, you know, like comfort for you. It's like, oh, I don't have to challenge myself anymore. You're in that bubble. You're in that zone, comfort zone. You know, because nothing grows within that bubble. Your dreams will be pushed aside. I know, probably sometimes, oh, you know, I'm a great employee, but my real dream is to have a business that's working for me. But that, if you become comfortable, it's shut. You know, it's no good. You're not gonna get it until the point where you realize this is not my long-term goal. Thanks for that person who's watching. I hope I make sense. We missed the go live yesterday, guys. We all were tired, but right now I'm just doing a quick go live, and then I'll go to bed as well. All right, last one. What having options, you know, when we have options, really means. Options are not luck. They come from the choices that we make, if that makes sense. So, for example, if you're working in the hospital, for example, thanks for the two watchers. If you only have one source of income, yeah, I'm gonna say the word. I'm sorry, I apologize. If you have just one source of revenue, and then the hospital starts getting a lot of flexed off, either flexed off or low census, blah blah blah, right? If you don't have any other options, like a business, like a side hustle, like a part-time, how are you going to get paid? Right? Because it's not the hospital's fault where they don't have any cases, and you're not busy, period. So that means you can either find another side hustle, build a business. So even though you're not getting paid in your main work in the hospital, you are still getting funding somewhere else. It's like a table, guys. I always mention this. If you have, you know, those round table with a single leg, if that table is your finances and then that leg is your work, if you get axed from your work, your finances, your table will tip, right? And then your finances will be ruined. But if you have those type of table where you have four legs, one leg might be damaged, but it's your finances will not tip that much because you still have three legs or three sources of income that's supporting you, if that makes sense. So building an option, building multiple sources of income will help you long term, and will basically gives you relief that no matter what, you will get paid. It's all about that, right? Okay, this is my main point. Thanks, guys, for the watchers. I'm not here to tell anyone to quit your career to just focus on building a business. I'm just saying it's okay to build something like a business on the side, just like what I do. I'm a full-time registered nurse here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I love what I do. I love being a nurse. You know, I love to serve people. And it's okay to build a business alongside with your work. That's actually the smart way, you know. And building a business is what I. It's very relatable in a way because what I do as a nurse, I can get that skill, move towards my own business. That's what you call branding, right? So if I do that, more people can relate, more people can reach out to me, more people can finally, they're gonna. That's the reason why um, a lot of people are reaching out to me, and then they say, "Hey, um, thank you for what do you call this? For inspiring us. Thank you for offering the business to a lot of people, especially here in Vegas." A lot of people are reaching out because they know it's 2026. A lot of people, guys, will start something. Okay, before the end of January 31. It's called. I know. I heard this today. It's like like a they have a terminology for it where all the resolutions will stop before the before the end of January 31. I forgot. Comment down below, guys, if you know. So anyway, I hope my topic tonight is not too heavy. I was thinking of a topic to cover um, tonight, but I want to provide you guys with more informative topics where you can make your own decision if you want to start a business or you just want to be an employee. But guys, I'm still an employee. The difference is I have a business running in the background. So even though we're not getting the same work hours. I do not stress about it because I have a business that's actually supporting us. So thank you guys. For those of you who watch, Manette, thanks. And I have a two watchers right now. Thank you guys. If you guys want a topic to be covered, comment down below and address it, and we will then make sure to create a topic around that topic that you want us to cover. Sorry guys, I'm tired already. I'm losing my voice. All right guys, thank you for watching Digital Business Daily, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys.